Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Ana de Guzman and Chibi Unity generated the most votes in this week's qualifiers and are moving on to the finals. While fans are elated about this, many were complaining about not being able to see Chibi Unity's performance properly. One such fan took to X and wrote, "This was amazing, but who is the director? Every year I cringe at how dreadful the direction is. I don't want to watch the judges or a close-up of the faces during performances. I don't want to see it from the rafters. If you have to cut away, then post the whole perf later online." Another replied to the tweet, adding, "But if not from rafters, how does anyone even see what's going on? From the audience POV, they only see the front dancers. It's part of why I'm not a fan of these groups. Boring no matter sick. How good because audience isn't watching from a drone POV." To see the next round of qualifiers compete, tune in here next Tuesday at 8 p.m. on NBC for America's Got Talent. To watch the live episodes next week, purchase a Fubo subscription here or a Sling membership here. After winning Indonesia's Got Talent, she was a finalist on The Voice Kids Indonesia in 2016, aged 10. 2 years later, she performed the Song of Victory at the Asian Para Games. Putri has released almost 30 songs on iTunes, ranging from singles to live performances. Her most successful song, Tak Mampu Lupa, which translates to Can't Forget, was released in 2022. It has received more than 11 million plays on Spotify to date. Putri had to audition twice for the judges. She took to the piano for a passionate rendition of an original song. Simon, impressed with Putri's vocal ability, jumped onto the America's Got Talent stage and insisted that she perform another song. Following pushback on the singer's eligibility, some fans came to her support. One asked, "Are you saying she should have retired aged 8? Another remarked, "Last season had 3 former Got Talent winners in the finals. You better get used to it." A third posted, "All Got Talent shows, except Canada, are open for contestants from everywhere. For instance, this year's Britain's GT was won by someone from Norway." Pitu Ariane Putri was 8 when she won Indonesia's GT 9 years ago. Putri is a frontrunner in this season's competition, but has won a competition like this before. The blind 17-year-old singer won Indonesia's Got Talent in 2014 when she was just 8 years old. Because of her previous win, fans of the show are expressing that she should not be eligible to win this season. One fan wrote on Reddit, "Putri won already. She won Indonesia Got Talent. She shouldn't be on this show." Another added, "I think there were more deserving acts this season solely because she won already and others have not." After a call from his son explaining what a prolapsed anus was and that the video was trending, the AGT judge took down the video. Howie said that, at that point, he didn't realize that someone's *** could fall out. The TV star revealed that he still doesn't understand why there was so much hoopla over the post, considering that it wasn't his picture. To this day, if you go on my TikTok right now, whatever I post, and I constantly post, they always go, "We will never forget," and "We will remember," so I'm constantly punished for it, Howie noted. Mandel continued to explain his thought process in creating the original video. "I saw this picture in my For You feed of what I thought was kind of a gross-looking wet muffin on the back of somebody's pants," Howie elaborated. "I did not know what it was," he explained on the podcast. Howie then said he proceeded to repost the content in the background of a TikTok, where he personally asked fans if the damaged anus shown was COVID-related. Recently, AGT judge Howie Mandel confessed on Raven Simone's podcast that a controversial TikTok clip he shared and then deleted still haunts him. The clip he posted was markedly NSFW. Howie did a reaction video to content that showed a prolapsed anus during the COVID-19 pandemic. The comedian admitted that his reaction TikTok bit was done out of ignorance. He went on to explain that the snippet was done in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, when people were wondering if prolapsed anus or COVID related. In an effort to attract the widest range of talent possible, AGT policies allow for almost anyone to audition at their open calls. There are just a few stipulations. You must be an American citizen, permanent resident, or possess a current employment authorization card at the time of auditioning. You cannot be a current candidate for public office or run for a year after the conclusion of the season if chosen. Contestants under the age of 18 must be accompanied by a parent or guardian at all times. Mizansi Youth Choir sang It's Okay by Nightbird, who appeared on the show in 2021 and received the Golden Buzzer. After receiving the Golden Buzzer, Nightbird had to leave the competition because she was struggling to win her battle with cancer. The talented musician then passed away in February 2022 at the age of 31. Nightbird, whose real name Jane Marchuski, became an overnight success after a video of her performance of It's Okay racked up over 30 million views on YouTube. Fans can enter to win 4 tickets to the show in Las Vegas. They can enter multiple times to increase their chances of making the trip to the finale. All of the Golden Buzzers have been used. Here are the Golden Buzzer acts this season. Howie Mandel, Dance Group Murmuration, Episode 4. Simon Cowell, Singer Putri Ariani, Episode 2. Sophia Vergara, Singer Gabrielle Henrique, Episode 8. Heidi Klum, Singer Lavender Darkangelo, Episode 6. Terry Crews, Chioma, and the Atlanta Drum Academy, Episode 3. All judges and host, Chibi Unity, Episode 10. The first ever audience Golden Buzzer was given to the Mizansi Youth Choir on the season premiere. In the 9th season in 2014, the show added a new format to the auditions in the form of the Golden Buzzer. When it was initially used, the buzzer simply saved an act from elimination. But in its first season, 3 of the acts given the buzzer were cut during Judgment Week, while the 4th was never even shown. The only rule to the buzzer was that a judge could use it only once per season. The voting process is easy and can be done through the official AGT app or NBC.com. Remember, voting is time-sensitive, so mark your calendars for the voting window when it opens. After the auditions phase is over, the voting window opens at the beginning of the show on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. ET and closes at 7 a.m. ET on Wednesdays. Don't miss the opportunity to make a difference and help your favorite act win starting next week. Many viewers thought that the right winner was picked and congratulated the dancers on their victory. Worthy winners. Proud moment, wrote one fan. Another happy fan said, "Congratulations to the Mayas on winning season 17. These ladies are going to take Vegas by storm. #AGFinal. Well-deserved, you girls were amazing. Congratulations, each one of you deserves this win. Congratulations, Lebanon." Thanks at AGT, wrote an America's Got Talent fan. The season 17 winners were a source of controversy as many people believed them to be deserving of disqualification. Mayas should be disqualified. They will only win because the whole country of Lebanon is voting for them, simply because they're Lebanese. When clearly the rules say only U.S. citizens can vote, pointed out one fan. I don't get why people like the Mayas. The act was boring to me. Their last 2 performances were step-downs from what they did in auditions. Honestly, Drake Milligan is my winner here, said another. More backlash came after many of the acts, including the Mayas, in the finals were not American-born. Since there are other Got Talent shows around the world, some fans thought that America's Got Talent should just stick to American acts, so it is more fair. The Mayas won season 17 of AGT with their dance performance. They are a Lebanese all-female alternative precision dance group with 36 members in total. In 2019, the Mayas reached the semifinals of Britain's Got Talent, the champions, and won Arab's Got Talent. Becoming the 5th Golden Buzzer act to win, the Mayas took home the title on AGT in season 17. After AGT, the Mayas went on to dance with Beyoncé at the opening of the Atlantis, the Royal Dubai Hotel in the United Arab Cody Lee won the hearts of America with his sweet personality and amazing singing voice in season 14. Cody is a singer who is blind and autistic, and wowed the judges after he played the piano flawlessly and sang in a voice completely different from his speaking voice. After his AGT win, he went on to perform shows across the country and was even seen playing alongside the Plain White T's at the 2022 UK Music and Arts Festival. He still currently sings and performs around the country. Darcy Lynn Farmer became the third ventriloquist to win America's Got Talent, and also the third Golden Buzzer act to take home the title. After her win, she started touring across the country and is still on tour to this day. Darcy also made her acting debut in the film, A Cowgirl's Song. She recently graduated high school and attended prom. The season 12 winner lives a relatively normal life, aside from touring or attending movie premieres. Grace VanderWaal won season 11 of America's Got Talent at just 12 years old. After winning the television show, she released one album and 3 EPs. In 2017, Grace performed at the Special Olympic Games in Austria. She first toured for her album, Just the Beginning, and then opened for Imagine Dragons and Florence and the Machine. Grace moved to New York City in 2023 and is currently performing unreleased music throughout the city. Paul Zerdin was the second ventriloquist to win America's Got Talent in season 10. He made history as the first ever Golden Buzzer act to win. In 2019, Paul competed in AGT, The Champions and Britain's Got Talent, The Champions, but failed to make it to the finale of either show. He is still currently touring the world and has had televised comedy specials. Michael Grimm won season 5 of America's Got Talent over classical singer Jackie Ivanko. After winning, Michael headlined the first ever America's Got Talent tour. He went on to release 7 albums, with his latest being released in 2015 and opened for Stevie Nicks. In June 2023, it was revealed the blues singer had been hospitalized and in the ICU with an undetermined medical issue. He was then rushed to the hospital after talking gibberish, and his wife released a statement that he wouldn't be making any public appearances anytime soon. Matt Franco made America's Got Talent history during season 9 by becoming the first magician to win. The season 9 winner began his Las Vegas residency in 2010 and has gone on tours throughout the country ever since. Matt has also had a TV special and will continue his residency through 2025. He got married in 2019 and became a father this year. Neil E. Boyd won America's Got Talent in season 3 after wowing the judges with his opera talent. Shortly after, he released the album My American Dream, which debuted at number 95 on the Billboard 200. The season 3 winner headlined a show at NGN's Grand Garden Arena after his win and again in 2010. The star died in 2018 at the age of 42 due to heart failure, kidney failure, and liver problems. After Jeff Dunham, Terry Fator is the next most popular ventriloquist in the world, after winning America's Got Talent in season 2. Now Terry headlines the Who's the Dummy Now show at New York Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada. Earlier this year, the season 2 winner competed on AGT All-Stars, but did not make it far in the competition. Bianca Ryan won the first season of America's Got Talent, impressing the judges and the country with her renditions of popular songs including And I'm Telling You I'm Not Going from Dreamgirls. Bianca's hit Christmas song, Why Couldn't It Be Christmas Every Day?, reached the top of the charts and is still widely popular today. After a few years in the spotlight, she went back to living a pretty normal life. The season 1 winner left her label and started to release music independently. Bianca made her big comeback in 2019 when she appeared on AGT, The Champions, and got to tell her story. The panel of judges wouldn't be complete without Heidi Klum and Sophia Vergara. Heidi Klum is a German-American model, television personality, producer, and entrepreneur who was the first German Victoria's Secret angel. She originally appeared on the show in 2013 and remained on the panel until 2018, when she took a brief hiatus. For season 15, Klum returned as a judge. Sophia Vergara is a Colombian-American actress best known for her role as Gloria in the television comedy Modern Family. Between 2013 through 2020, she was the highest-paid actress on American television. America's Got Talent 2023 Live. Fans cringe at dreadful direction of Chibi Unity performance during semifinals. America's Got Talent, AGT, has always been a showcase for diverse and captivating talent. But every season has its share of polarizing performances that leave the audience divided. One such moment occurred during the 2023 semifinals when the group Chibi Unity took the stage. With a performance that many fans found lacking in execution, the internet quickly became abuzz with both criticism and discussion. The rise of Chibi Unity, pre-semifinal success. Chibi Unity had previously won over the judges and the crowd in the audition stages of AGT. This Japanese dance group, known for their high-energy routines and synchronization, became an early fan favorite. Their impeccable choreography and creative storytelling captured hearts. Their performances embody passion, precision, and an undeniable joy that shone through every move. They brought a distinct blend of street dance with traditional elements that set them apart from other dance acts on the show. Their audition was a memorable one. As the group executed their complex routine, the audience and judges were left in awe. Judge Simon Cowell, notoriously hard to impress, gave them rave reviews. He remarked on their originality, saying, "We haven't seen anything like this before." With such high praise and momentum, expectations for Chibi Unity were set sky-high as they advanced to the semifinals. Semifinal expectations, the high bar set. Going into the semifinals, fans expected Chibi Unity to continue evolving and pushing the boundaries of their craft. Their journey to this point had shown incredible potential, with clean choreography, precise timing, and a unique concept that combined modern dance techniques with cultural influences. Many believed they could be the dance act to beat in the season. Chibi Unity, however, took a bold risk for their semifinal performance. They moved away from the upbeat, celebratory style of dance that had characterized their earlier routines and instead opted for a more avant-garde, conceptual piece. The intention seemed to be a darker, more abstract portrayal of emotions, blending theatrical elements with dance. Unfortunately, the execution left fans and judges disappointed. The performance, a risk that didn't pay off. On the night of the semifinals, Chibi Unity took the stage with a routine that was drastically different from anything they had performed before. Dressed in costumes that evoked eerie, almost robotic figures, they moved through a story that was difficult for many to follow. Their previously crisp and energetic movements gave way to slower, more interpretive choreography, seemingly intended to express a more intense emotional depth. From the outset, something felt off. The energy that had previously been so electrifying seemed to have dimmed. The group's synchronization, one of their key strengths, faltered at several moments. The routine lacked cohesion, with movements that felt disjointed and moments that dragged. While Chibi Unity had previously thrived on sharpness and unity, this performance seemed to fall apart under the weight of its own ambition. The feedback from the judges was mixed but leaned towards the negative. Howie Mandel, while acknowledging their effort to try something new, said, "I just didn't get it." Heidi Klum echoed this sentiment, noting that the performance felt disconnected and was missing the emotional impact it was striving for. Even Simon Cowell, who had championed the group during their audition, admitted that the performance had not lived up to their previous standard. "This just wasn't good enough," he remarked bluntly. The fan reaction, cringeworthy and confusing. If the judges' reactions were tepid, the fan reaction was far more extreme. Within minutes of the performance airing, social media was ablaze with comments about Chibi Unity's misstep. On platforms like Twitter and Reddit, viewers expressed their disappointment, with many describing the performance as cringeworthy and dreadful. The phrase "dreadful direction" became a common refrain, as fans lamented the group's decision to stray so far from what had made them popular in the first place. One viewer tweeted, "I don't know what Chibi Unity was going for, but that was a disaster. I feel bad because I loved them earlier in the season." Another fan commented on Reddit, "That was just hard to watch. They were so good before, but tonight's performance was a mess." A major point of contention was the thematic direction of the performance. While Chibi Unity's previous routines had been easy to follow, this new piece was abstract to the point of confusion. Fans felt that the group had overcomplicated their storytelling, trying to convey too many emotions and ideas at once, which resulted in a lack of focus. Without the clarity and cohesion of their earlier work, the performance failed to connect with the audience. Some fans speculated that the group had succumbed to the pressure of the semifinals, attempting to prove their versatility by stepping outside of their comfort zone. While such risks can often pay off in a competition like AGT, this time, it seemed to backfire. What went wrong? Analysis of the performance. So, what exactly went wrong for Chibi Unity? Part of the issue seemed to be the shift in tone and style. While it's commendable that the group wanted to challenge themselves artistically, the move away from their strength, high energy, visually captivating routines, may have been too drastic. In a competition as fierce as AGT, the semifinals are not the time to experiment with untested concepts. Another factor that contributed to the performance's downfall was the execution. Even though the choreography was ambitious, the group struggled to maintain the precision and timing that had defined their earlier routines. In dance, especially at a professional level, a single missed beat or an off-sync move can disrupt the entire performance. And unfortunately for Chibi Unity, there were multiple instances where their movements were out of sync. This was particularly glaring given the group's reputation for flawless synchronization. Additionally, the costume and set design, which were meant to complement the performance's darker theme, ended up detracting from the overall experience. The robotic, almost lifeless aesthetic clashed with the emotional depth the group was trying to convey. Fans noted that the costumes made it hard to connect with the performers on an emotional level, further distancing the audience from the story they were trying to tell. The importance of staying true to your identity. One of the biggest lessons from Chibi Unity's semifinal stumble is the importance of staying true to your artistic identity. The group had built a following based on their distinct style, a style that blended modern dance with cultural elements in a way that felt fresh and exciting. By moving away from that core identity in the semifinals, they alienated not only the judges, but also the fans who had rooted for them from the start. While versatility is an important trait in a competition like AGT, it's equally important to know when to push boundaries and when to stick to what you do best. Chibi Unity's decision to drastically change their approach may have been a gamble, but unfortunately, it did not pay off. In the world of competitive performance, innovation is key, but so is knowing when to play to your strengths. What's next for Chibi Unity? Despite the criticism, all is not lost for Chibi Unity. While their semifinal performance may have been a low point, they have proven throughout the competition that they are a talented and passionate group. Whether or not they advance to the finals, they have a bright future ahead of them, both as a group and as individual performers. For many fans, Chibi Unity's stumble in the semifinals is just a bump in the road. Every performer, no matter how talented, has off nights, and the pressure of performing on live television in front of millions of viewers can be overwhelming. If Chibi Unity can take the feedback they've received and return to their roots, there's no doubt that they will continue to wow audiences with their creative and energetic performances. Conclusion: a lesson in risks and rewards. Chibi Unity's journey on AGT is a reminder that taking risks can either elevate a performance or lead to missteps. The group's bold decision to change their style in the semifinals showed that they were willing to push boundaries, but it also demonstrated the potential pitfalls of stepping too far outside one's comfort zone. Ultimately, Chibi Unity's story is one of ambition, talent, and a valuable lesson in staying true to what made them successful in the first place. The semifinals may not have gone as planned, but their journey on America's Got Talent has been a testament to the power of creativity and perseverance. Whether they win or lose, Chibi Unity has left an indelible mark on the AGT stage, and fans will be eagerly awaiting their next move. Thanks for watching this video.